Hey guys, it's your boy Dino aka DRP here, and welcome back to another video to my channel. Yet another anime review, or episode review you could say, on Tower of God, guys. Today I'll be going ahead and we'll be reviewing episode 7, guys. Episode 7 definitely gave me more clarification and information on the whole history with Anark, who's not actually Anark presently. The girl who's present right now is not actually Anark, is actually Anark's child. And episode 7 gave me a lot more clarification and information about what's happened to the mother, being Anark, and it was very, I guess, interesting in a way. Because episode 6, there was a lot of questions to be answered for, and I felt like episode 7 did a great job at it. They go ahead and talk about how the girls that do become the Princess of Jahad, and Jahad is basically someone who climbed the tower. He's the king of this tower, basically. He climbed the tower, and he's someone with a lot of power, right? So the girls that do become the Princess of Jahad, they are granted, in a way, Jahad's power, which is a lot of power, I guess. But by becoming a Princess of Jahad, they are restricted to do certain things, and one of them is being engaging in intercourse, basically. It's basically you can't have sex, basically, and you can't bear children as well. The reason why they've put that sort of forbidden thing is that they want to prevent the inheritance of Jahad's power. Obviously, if the Princess of Jahad, who's got Jahad's power by becoming a princess, has a baby, then that power is going to get inherited by the baby. It only makes sense. And I guess in a way they try to prevent that from happening, because the more kids that get born by princesses, the more Jahad's power will be, passed down through all of these kids. So in a way they're preventing that from happening, because I don't know how strong Jahad is by any chance. He must be so strong to the point where they have to put this forbidden thing. I guess it's understandable. So that kind of explains why Anark had what happened to her, I guess. Anark ended up having a kid, and it's the Anark we know now. But it's actually Anark's child, so I don't know whether, but here's the thing. So I do understand that in a way, Anark has committed a big crime in having a kid. That's something you shouldn't do. You shouldn't engage in intercourse, and you shouldn't be bearing any children. So I understand in a way that this forbidden thing has been broken by her, and I guess to them it's a great crime. But to be paid by her death, I don't know, man. That seems a bit too extreme, if you ask me. But I mean, this is an anime. I guess this is how they run things and whatnot. So I guess it makes sense. One thing that we don't know is we don't know who the father is. I don't know whether the father is going to be someone who's going to be, what do I say, in a way, engaging to the story, I guess, important to the story. I'm not sure. He could be just some random guy. For all I know. One interesting fact that I did notice in episode 7 is that they get to show the present Anark that we know as a little baby, and the mother does tell her, when the house is burning, she made sure the daughter gets away before Anark, as in the mother, the real Anark, gets killed. And she goes, make sure you hold on to this man's hand and he will help you get away from her. When she said that man, who exactly was she referring to? Was it someone who works within the tower? Is he an administrator? Is he a tester? Is he a ranker? I don't know. So I don't know who this man is exactly. I don't know whether he'll be important in the story, whether it'll be presented later on. We never know. But at least most of my questions was answered at the start of this episode, so that's a great thing that's happened. And obviously, one of the other things they showed was Bam's training with Shinzu, because he's a Shinzu manipulator, right? So since he's in that position, everyone's doing their training and whatnot, or I guess training classes, and there was a specific moment where Bam tries, so Bam has to use, not Bam, just Bam, but everyone in that class has to use their Shinzu power to pop balloons that are floating in the air. Interestingly, Bam's even though Bam's control in Shinzu manipulation it's lacking a bit. As soon as he shot the Shinzu, I guess it was the sheer force of the power of his Shinzu. All the balloons around the Shinzu, that space that he shot at, popped instantly. Instead of one balloon popping, but he didn't even aim at a balloon, his targets missed. But I guess the sheer force of that power that Bam had caused all the balloons around Shinzu power to get popped. So that it just goes to show that he has raw power, I guess, in a way, but he's lacking that control of Shinzu. And once again, I feel like that lack of control he has of Shinzu is because of that contract. I still believe that him making a contract just made no sense. All right. I mean, at this point, obviously, Bam's not to know this. I don't know if the other administrators and the rankers know this, or aware of him doing that will actually hinder his potential. But hey, he's a non-regular, right? So he's there to break the rules of the tower. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting how his progression is going to come along, how his training is going to come along with this, but with his potential basically locked. Basically, if you get what I mean, like his potential is now being locked by making a contract, and I don't know how that's going to progress him. In what way? Whether he's going to progress slower than what he would normally be progressing at, I don't know. But it's interesting to see. One other thing that was interesting is actually the final placement test. So this final placement test is actually for participants who failed their classes in their respective positions that they are at. Only 2 people passed, and everyone else failed. This surprised me, but the people who passed, one of them was Ghost. I don't know who Ghost is exactly. The other one's Rock. Yes, the dude who's in Bam and Kun's team. He actually passes his classes, meaning he doesn't have to do this placement test, which is actually very interesting. So the people who failed their classes get a final placement test. And what they do is they have to play a game of tag. Now you guys are probably thinking, whoa, a game of tag. Doesn't that sound a bit too easy for a placement test? I was thinking the same too. I was like, really, playing tag? But the way they've done this is very interesting. So what they've done is they, in a separate building, they've split all of these people who have failed into 2 teams, Team A, Team B. And with each team members, they have their own it, because the game is about tag, right? So they have their own it. So Team A has their own it, and Team B has their own it, I guess, in a way. And the team's objective is basically helping their own it that they have in their team steal a specific badge that the other team has, and vice versa, or in that way, or reach the goal. So there's 2 objectives. So they can either steal the other team's it or reach the goal. So they could do that, and by doing so, they earn a certain amount of points. Now this was pretty concerning because Team A and Team B, when they showed the participants, Kun's actually on Team A and Bam's on Team B. So they are now going up against each other in a way because they are in opposite teams. What was also very interesting is that Rachel is in Bam's team, as in Team B. You know, Rachel has been very persistent in hiding her identity to Bam. Even in this episode, even who? Oh God, what's the damn it? What's her name? Endorsi? Yeah, there you go. Endorsi. That's her name. That's her name. Yes, yes. I almost forgot her name. Endorsi, who's a princess of Jihad, actually talks to Rachel because they were teammates when they were in a team. She even talks to her. Well, Rachel, that's her actual name, but otherwise she's called the something of Light, Michelle of Light or something. Michelle Light, I guess. Michelle Light. Yeah, but even Endorsi, who notices that Rachel is kind of not, yeah, in a way pushing Bam away when he's trying to, you know, get close to her. Even Endorsi's like, why you know, hiding your identity from Bam so much? I mean, she doesn't exactly directly say Bam, but the way she indirectly said it was Bam, it was pretty obvious. She was like, you know, what's wrong? You know, the boy is looking cute, and it's quite romantic for someone coming after you. You know, when the, you know, after a woman like this going so far, and you know, Rachel doesn't really answer to that question. She just goes away. But before she goes away, Endorsi does ask. Well, doesn't ask her, but she tells Rachel, wherever you're seeking at the top of the tower, better be more value. It better be more worth it than this guy who's risking his life to come after you. So Endorsi can see that, you know, that whatever she's going after in the tower at the top is not going to be as worth as Bam. As you know, if you get what I mean, it's not going to be as valuable as Bam coming after you. So even Endorsi sees it, but Rachel could just kind of brushes that away. She even gets pissed and she's like, who does she think she is? And I'm like, it only makes me think, what the fuck is she after? Like, because she tells Bam, oh yeah, I want to go to the top of the tower to see the stars. If I didn't think it was bullshit before, it's definitely bullshit now. Like, there's no way she's gonna go at the top of the tower just to see the stars, and in a way, for that reason, push, you know, make your identity hidden from Bam. You get what I mean? She's definitely after something else. Definitely after something much greater than just fucking stargazing. I just don't know what it is. They have been very, very mysterious with Rachel. I like that, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, I'm thinking what she could go after. It's hard for me to tell. I don't know what she's after, in all honesty. But there's lots of mysteries around her, and I like that. I like that element. So yeah, once again, this was a great episode. Things are going very smoothly. Now that I finished episode 7, we've only got 6 more episodes left, so it goes all the way up to episode 13. I don't know if Tower of God has a season 2 announced yet, but I guess by the time I finish the last episode of the series, I'll go ahead and check on those as well. But anyways, on that note, I'll end the video right here, guys. Thank you guys for watching this review. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy today's video, be sure to smash the like button, comment and share, all those good things, and see more content on me doing more Tower of God anime reviews like this in the future. However, if you guys are new to the channel, considering that subscribe button and join the DRP guild today, so you don't miss a single video from my channel, guys, with the gaming videos, with the reaction videos, or with the live streams. So as always, guys, this is your boy Dino signing out, and have a nice day, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Until then, peace.